What I like most about the military ball every year is that I get to see not only the signal soldiers, but soldiers from the other MACOM. In the past we had Marines there, Air Force, so it's a community event. I look at it, a military community event.
The esprit de corps that you get when we're not in our formal rules, I think there's a lot to be said for that esprit de corps. And when our state needs us and there's an emergency and we work together, but then we've also been together socially, I think that makes us a better Delaware National Guard.
You get all dressed up, Your spouse, significant other may not see you outside of your OCP. So it's a great time to get dressed up and celebrate the military accomplishments for the year.
And if you're going out on a date, it'd be great to sit with your friends. So the fact that you can pick your own seating this year, I think that's a win.
I believe the Chase Center will be a great opportunity for your spouse and significant other to enjoy not only the military ball, but what the riverfront has to offer. Colonel James Benson, 261st Signal Brigade Commander, and this is your DNG News.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming?
This is great. I can tell you from my experience that coming home from an overseas deployment is one of the best feelings you can have in your military career. I feel so honored to stand in front of you, fine patriots, for my last welcome home ceremony as your Adjutant General. Congratulations on a job well done, and most importantly, mission complete.
Gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
I want to add my congratulations and thanks to those of General Timmons. This ceremony will be her last welcoming home ceremony as Adjutant General as she prepares to retire after 40+ years of incredible service to the Delaware Air National Guard, Air and Army National Guard, to the state of Delaware, and to the United States of America. I am humbled by the dedication and commitment and leadership of this woman.
And the home of brave.
Delaware Guard officially welcomed home those who deployed last calendar year in a fitting spot outside of the norm. Traditionally, the welcome home ceremony takes place for returning deployments on Dover Air Force Base, but in this case, a fitting salute to the 166th Airlift Wing, whose emblem contains the First State's blue hen, was held in the nest of the University of Delaware Blue Hens in Newark. A closed ceremony met close family, friends, and supporters for returning guardsmen at the Bob, among them a special guest singer of the national anthem, Delaware Military Academy senior Madison Williams, who unfortunately can't enlist because of type 1 diabetes diagnosed when she was just 7. She rendered a stunning rendition of the anthem and may not be headed to the Guards' ranks, but felt honored with the opportunity to welcome them home.
This is more than an opportunity for me, you know what I mean? This is why I want to be a part of it so bad. It's just because I feel like it's amazing, just amazing, especially how humble they are. Like they go across the world to do all these things that we don't even know what they're doing for us. But I'm just so appreciative. Like I can't even express in words how grateful I am to be a part of it, even though I can't actually go into it to have this opportunity to be a part of it now.
Among the returning, Staff Sergeant Taylor Conyers, a scheduler for the 166th maintenance operations.
For me, it's just recognition. Recognition to get to hear from leadership who was back home and what it meant to them, and getting to see, how many people we actually did send overseas to deploy. Means a lot. I appreciate it.
While Staff Sergeant Conyers is a full-time guardsman, Major Ann Cloud is the weekend warrior we can all look up to.
It's a lot different. I'm a school nurse for Red Clay. And then as a flight nurse, then I'm going all over the world to pick up people that are sick and wounded and flying them to a higher echelon of care. So it's a flying hospital.
The ceremony officially welcomed home over 200 from the Air National Guard who represented 10 different units and partook in over 140 medical evacuations. From Newark, Kevin Hayes, 1017 FM, 1150 AM, WBEF.
Build community relations to help the community and even members of the media understand what officers may face on a daily basis, any given situation, and how fast those situations develop and how little time an officer has to make that split decision on whether or not to use deadly force. The majority of the investigation is actually done by the detectives with the agencies. But what we do provide, analysts that are embedded within the law enforcement agencies, and they work with the detectives handling those cases to conduct things like link analysis to help expand those investigations and bring a larger investigation into the drug trafficking organizations.
It is part of their function, under the federal authorization, and I think it's important for the assets that they bring. I mean, they're not involved in the law enforcement surveillance and that kind of part of it, but the assets with the helicopter, with some of their information gathering techniques, I think is really helpful and important.
Get out of the way, guys! All right, drop that weapon! Drop that weapon! Put it down! Put it down!
Well, the shooter training was pretty incredible, just to actually be in a simulation like that and really understand and appreciate the split-second decisions that law enforcement has to make.
We provide that to a lot of the agencies throughout the state to provide that scenario-based training, that shoot, don't shoot training, so the officers can get experience to that. What we do is we provide the scenario. The officers go through and they're observed by their leadership or their supervisors, and after the scenarios, then they'll actually go through the debrief, and the supervisors will critique them based on their department policies and procedures. And we've also used that a lot to help build community relations, to help the community and even members of the media understand what officers may face on a daily basis, any given situation, and how fast those situations develop and how little time an officer has to make that split decision on whether or not to use deadly force.
It is something maybe most people wouldn't expect as part of their mission, but I think an important one in bringing assets to bear that can be very helpful to local law enforcement on a really difficult and important problem that we face in every state.
My fellow wingmen, leaders, and warriors, as you know, our community depends on us as willing citizen airmen to answer the call of the first state and our nation. Although we all wear the uniform, each and every airman brings a different set of unique skills and abilities to our wing through a variety of Air Force specialty codes. We serve within diversified squadrons to allow the 166th Airlift Wing and the Delaware Air National Guard to be always ready, always there. The I Am the Mission series is a new multi-video presentation that allows us to showcase our airmen. These short videos highlight airmen across the Delaware Air National Guard and tells the story on how their roles support the mission around the world and within our local communities. I am Brigadier General Wendy Brennan Winke, Assistant Adjutant General of the Delaware Air National Guard. Welcome to I Am the Mission.
Staff Sergeant Delfer with the 166 Security Forces Squadron, Combat Arms Instructor. So today we're training some of the members of the Aeromedical Squadron and Maintenance Squadron. They're training on the M4 rifle. They're doing their zero phase right now with their close quarter optic, and then they'll be moving into their practice in their fall.
Pilot First Class, Jamal Powell. I'm in the 198th ESB Charlie Company. I'm a 25 Lima fiber optic cable installer and maintainer. My journey, it started off with my friend. He joined and he's in aviation. He gave me some information to go to the recruiter. Biggest selling point was it was more of education. But my plan is to go back to school for aviation and to pursue that. The experiences that I had since I've joined the unit, it's a lot of great people. So every time I put this uniform on, it feels like a different identity. Like I feel like a superhero. I couldn't really explain it, but I felt like a different person. My mom and my family members, they respect me even more for go out there and defend for our country and all that. That's what makes being here so wonderful. I'm Private First Class Powell, and this is why I guard.